This is Yorkshire Television in colour.
Hello. There are some new songs and some old favourites. Do you know this one?
Well, if you're feeling lonely, check me in a shoe. Bend your ear, come over here, and man, here's what you do. If you got blues, I got some news. Join the party, blues, wait till do the holiday rock. I'll do the holiday rock. Hidey, 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 holy, holy, ho. Ho, 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 do the holiday rock.
Here, do you know something? If you stop eating birds-eye beef burgers, you'll save Mum enough money to buy me a Leeds United tracksuit. Fantastic.
The milk is our kid, it's strong and tough, and only the best is good enough. The creamiest milk, the whitest bar, the goodness that's in Milky Bar.
You know, I can still remember the very first sweets given to me by my grandfather.
Some walk by night, some fly by day, moonlighting strangers who just met on the way.
Bagpuss was wide awake. When Bagpuss wakes up, all his friends wake up too.
Patience wearing thin.
Okay, kids, time for bed. Come on, I'll tuck you in a little bit. Oh, hi. Welcome. You're just in time for the party. Would you like a cheese puff?
Hello. I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm having a dinner party and I seem to have run out of coffee.
You think I'm kidding? Well, I'm not kidding. Look, just sit back, relax, and let me get you in on the action with a few scenes from some of the outstanding programs.
You can be anything you want to be there.
You can see anything you want to see there.
There's excitement in the air for you and me there. Fancy free there. Take your family there, but you've got to be there.
Yeah.
You just got to be there. You'll feel free there. You'll be what you want to be. See what you want to see. 7 holds the key there. Be there. Got to be there. Just got to be there. Just you and me there. You just got to be there. Got to be there.
Be there. The time is now. Be there.
You've got to be there.
Yeah.
You just got to be there. You'll feel free there. Be what you want to be. See what you want to see. There'll be you and me there. Be there.
Hello, customers. It's nearly 6 o'clock. Pack up and piss off.
Do you ever feel like doing something just for laughs?
Hello!
Got a couple of our fans there.
Hopefully you can hear us. Let us know if you can. Let us know it's all working. Welcome to the Wig Slingback.
Ah, you're not being well, have you, darling?
No, I still can't hear through this ear. I mean, I can hear through it, but it just feels very bunged up. But
You sound a little bit croaky.
The infection is over. I don't feel ill anymore with it. I don't feel like I've got pain.
You've been on the biotics, haven't you?
I went to hospital.
You had to get to hospital because doctors weren't entertaining him, were they?
No. So I had to, on Saturday, I went on Friday to try and go to the doctors and couldn't get seen, and went to a pharmacist and they wouldn't diagnose me. Pharmacy first, because I'm not a child. So yeah, I had to go to hospital on Saturday. I had to go to A&E and sit there. And I think that's where I've mostly caught this cold, in A&E.
I mean, before I was diagnosed with my sugar, we didn't use GPs, did we? We'd not used the doctors for 20 odd years.
No, I've not been to doctors for ages.
It's a bit of a shock, really, to find out that you can't really get an appointment anymore. And I mean, to see my doctor and nurse, I've got to fill in a form. And it's only between 8:30 and 4 o'clock. So, anyway.
My doctor was called Dr. Innocent. Thank you, Dr. Innocent. What was your doctor called at hospital?
Oh, I can't remember now.
You can.
What was his name?
Dr. Hope.
Was it? Oh, it was Hope, wasn't it? Yeah.
Dr. Hope and Dr. Innocent. So I think we actually do live by Carry On Hospital. Let's have a look who's in. I'm hoping you can hear us. So Wes popped in. Wes and Sophie will be watching us on Saturday night. So we're their Saturday night television. We're their Cilla and Bobby. No, Bobby didn't appear. What was his name? We Spit the Dog. We're their Cilla and Bob Carroll G's. We're their Cilla and Big Keith.
Keith Carroll
Thanks
G's.
to our Keith Carroll G's. So they'll be watching on Saturday night, and we want to say a massive thank you to Wes and Sophie, because they created us
artwork,
a beautiful artistic rendition of the Wig and Slingback, and everyone's in it. The Pies, the QSC girls, Winge and Blockett, Cilla's in it with an oxo and an orange, Sue Pollard singing, Bet Lynch, Sherrie and Brandi behind the bar. So amazing.
And I noticed the Pies have got all their little things around them, like all their little bockles and shopping.
And the
QSC girls.
Have got wigs and plates and
amazing.
little candles.
And some of you have seen it because we put photos of it online this week. And a lot of you said, my God, the attention to detail I put into it.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
It's
amazing.
Beautiful. Thank you, guys. It's lovely, and it's going to be pride of place here.
Let's have a look who's in. So, in through the doors, straight off, was Jason Darcy. And he says, Sherrie, love, when I said drop them over there, I meant the crates of brown ale. Brandi, can you smell fish? Tracy 30's in. Nibbles and Bubbles are here. Paul Esselmont is in. Says I needs a good laugh. Katie N is in from Down Road in Scarborough. She lives in the PDSA. Dale Ibbotson is here.
Amongst the bric-a-brac.
He's in Redcar, which is pronounced...
Redcar. Is he rehearsing panto?
Redcar. He's rehearsing his panto. Jason now says, Sherrie, leave those pickled eggs alone. Has anyone seen the pork and pickle sandwiches? Sorry, hello everyone. He's just getting the bar ready for tonight. So Jason's actually working behind the bar tonight.
He's got his blue spanner out and all to make sure no riffraff comes in.
Ross Morgan is here. He says, evening all, it's been a while. Every time you're live, I'm always afternoons in work.
Oh.
We've not done a Thursday night before, have we?
No, well, we could do it last night, but you were peaky, weren't you?
I've been asleep most of the afternoon, haven't I?
You've been asleep most of the week.
Garold is here. Gareth from Porto. The Duchess is in from Bolton. Andrew Jones is here. Hopes I'm on the mend. I am on the mend. Just a little bit bad here and a little bit croaky and snotty. I shall be fighting fit for Sunday when we perform.
Oh, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Cilla Black is in the house. So she's giving everyone little surprises. Stuart Cahoon is in.
Bloody Cahoon and Ludlow.
I heard a new Stuart Cahoon song today.
Was it?
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon.
You do that so well.
Stuart Cahoon is busy saving Northern Ireland.
I'm loving the collection baskets in all your local shops. Marvellous.
Stuart has a Facebook page group which is called Stuart Has a Natter.
Stuart Has Natter.
And it's like a community group in Northern Ireland and beyond. And they do appeals. And
he's doing a Christmas appeal.
So he's appealing for toiletries. So the toiletries that you donate to Stuart's appeal will be then donated on to care homes for the elderly around Northern Ireland, which is close to Stuart's heart because I think both his parents are in care homes. And care homes don't supply their residents with toiletries. I mean, I guess they get maybe basic toiletries.
I was shocked to hear this. But, I mean, a lot of them have, like, perhaps daughters and sons who can provide it. But those who don't have anybody or family or friends sort of go without, don't they? Or just...
Yeah, I guess they might get a bar of soap or something.
And Stuart said even some of the care home staff, they pay for some of these things out of their own pocket.
So it's Stuart Has a Natter on Facebook. And if you go along to his page, I'm sure there are ways that you can donate even though you're not in Northern Ireland. With maybe a little bottle of shower gel or a deodorant or... What would an old lady like?
Lily Yardley.
Talc.
Or a gentleman. I mean...
Well, no, what would old ladies would want talc. And old men would want... Brill cream.
Brill cream or a little bit of Old Spice.
Anyway, head to Stuart Has a Natter if you want to join in with that. Coral Daft is here. Coral is probably on the Jam Shed. I've got a glass of Jam Shed.
We'll see Coral at the weekend, won't we?
We'll see Coral at the weekend. Carl is here. Hiya, Carl. Jason Darcy, busy behind the bar, now says Brandi's in the stockroom with the bar manager. She hates Halloween. She tells Jason that it puts the willies up her. Lee Ludlow is here. He wants a large vodka and lemonade, please, Jason. So the question of the day was, who are you, where are you, and what's your favourite scary movie? Which should be said in what sort of voice?
What?
What's your favourite scary movie?
Is it?
Do you not remember it? Why I've said it?
Hello, Samantha.
Hello, Sydney.
Sydney, what's
your favourite scary movie? So, Jason Elizabeth Darcy's from Bristol, and her favourite movie is Carry On Screaming. But when you're dreaming, the world will be screaming with you. Linda Lee Hughes is here. Tracy 30 is in New York. Her favourite scary movie is The Exorcist. Cilla wants a large... Oh, no, Cilla's serving for a large vodka and lemonade. Good on you, Cilla, getting behind the bar. Stuart Cahoon is in Lisbon. His favourite scary movie is Poltergeist. Andrew, Bisto and Claudie are all in Stourbridge. Their favourite scary movie is The Evil Dead. However, the cats prefer 101 Dalmatians. Katie's in Scarbados. Fave scary movie was her mum's wedding video. Dale is in Brid, but he's actually in Redcar. Redcar, is that right?
Redcar.
His favourite scary movie is An American Werewolf in London.
You
love
love me,
that,
miss.
don't you?
Don't send them out there, love. Don't send them out there.
What's the little child say in hospital bed?
No. No.
Gareth's in Porto. His favourite scary movie is Child's Play 2.
Wanna play?
Right. Boy Crazy is here. So that's Pete and Sinner. They are apart. Pete is in London, clearing his mum's house. And Sinner is in Hastings with the lovely kitty, Little Red. Sinner's favourite scary movie is Carrie.
Dirty Pillows.
Pete's favourite scary movie is Sex and the City 2.
I haven't seen it.
All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies. Liza's in it. 7 Networks here. Coral is in Dorset. Her favourite scary movie is The Hills Have Eyes, 1977.
Ooh, scary.
I think I've seen the remake. Josh is in Shaky Wakey, and he loves the Conjuring films. Is that with Vera Farmiga?
No, that's Insidious.
What's the Conjuring?
Conjuring's what, the house and the rope, isn't it? And the tree. The big tree outside.
What's the other ones? Are there other Conjuring
There's
films?
2, I think. 1 and 2. It's a good film.
Mika's in Bridlington. Her favourite scary movie is The Shining.
Johnny's here. Here's Johnny.
Here's Johnny.
Johnny's here.
Johnny's here.
Johnny's here.
Hiya.
Look cut down your door.
Capital Paul's in Erdie, Scotland, and it's Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers. Where'd you get those peepers?
Lee Ludlow's favourite horror movies, he's in Lisbon, is Zombie Flesh Eaters, the uncut version.
I can't remember that one. I know there's a... Is there a film called Zombies and Old People? Pensioners and Zombies or something?
Yeah, there's a TV series, I think, coming out. And it's by Ben Wheatley, who directed that sitcom I was in.
Oh, okay.
Andrew Jones is here. Oh, I've said Andrew Jones is here. Alice and my mum are watching.
Hi,
Hello.
Alice. Hi, Anne. Hi, David.
Let's have a look. Anyone else? Okay, Cilla Black. I'm the ghost of Cilla Black. She's in the Wig and Slingback. And someone once said the scariest movie they'd ever seen was her singing. Nibbles and Bubbles. Sherrie's from Down Road doesn't like scary movies. But if she has to be pushed, it's The Sixth Sense.
Oh, yeah, that's a classic.
Andrew Chapman's from Corby. Favourite scary film, Halloween. Diangela's here. Hello, Diangela.
Hi, Diangela.
BG Bear's here. Hello, BG Bear. BG Bear from Bishop. Is he from Bishop? Is there a place called Bishop? Bishop Auckland.
Bishop Auckland or just Bishop?
Salem's Lot scared the shite out of me alone watching at home on a stormy night at our house by an old country station on the Fells.
You've not seen it, have you?
No. I'm like Sherrie, I don't really like scary films. Let's have a look. Anyone else? 7 Networks here. Lots of talking amongst yourselves. Mr. Venus is here. It says, hiya, dolls. I'm just heading home from work. Tell Will I'll be home soon.
Will, put the dinner on.
I don't know if Will's in. Joel Hazeldene's here. Joel from Windsor, Berkshire. Scary movie, The Conjuring 2. So you're right, there was a second one. NP is here. Says, pack up and piss off. Emotional Urban Homestead is here. Says, hiya. Feed Me Seymour. Says, hello.
Feed me Seymour.
It's all just scrolled past. Lots of you just chitty-chatting amongst yourselves, which is lovely.
It's lovely.
But it's hard for me to see who's here. Any new names there? Brammy Daniels. Darren Brambles is in. Darren and Rebecca, both Brambles are here.
Bonjour.
Feed Me Seymour, says Dr. Bucket, pronounced bouquet. I'm not sure that refers to, but it drew my eye. Cilla says, we are the modern Cilla and Bob Carroll. Geez, what big shoes to fill. John Johnson's here. Feed Me Seymour is talking about Charlie Bucket from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Is he related to Hythin's bouquet? If you watch our Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory video,
we use that gag.
We make that gag, innit? Let's have a look. Anyone else? Ross Morgan, I think I've said. And I think that's
Carl Alex
everyone.
Baxter, I've mentioned him.
Lee Ludlow says, thank you so much, Alan and Jamie. Stuart's now in tears. Oh, Stuart. Was it because I went, good evening, good evening? Cilla says, do they still sell talc? Wasn't it withdrawn on health grounds?
Our pharmacist sells talc. So I saw it the other day and thought, Oh, I was going to go over and smell it, but I think it'd look a bit weird.
I wonder why talc would be withdrawn on health grounds.
Well, my diabetic nurse says that a lot of people...
My mother, who's a nurse, we're not going to go into that argument again.
She says a lot of people put it on their feet, but she says don't.
Let's have a look. Anyone else?
I keep thinking, you know the song you're singing for Stuart Cahoon? I keep thinking...
Which one? Good afternoon or good evening?
I keep thinking it's going to go... Good afternoon. No, the good evening one. Good evening, good evening. Du, 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 du.
That's what he's singing.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Rebecca and Darren are both scared of scary movies. They can only manage to carry on screaming. Jason Darcy says anything with Amanda Holden's quite horrific. SG Turner's in Staffordshire. Favourite scary movies, Ghost Ship, and says it's so bad, it's good. And Carl's in West Watford. Favourite horror is The Hills Have Eyes, 2006.
The remake.
Let's head over to Facebook.
The Facebook snug. We've got lovely Mark Hall in. He's saying good evening to everybody. Mark Mundayam and Pearson is here at the weekend. Looking forward to see you, dolls.
Yes, he's got to pick up his caravan on the way.
He's got a really old, not an old, but a vintage caravan, I think.
So it pops on a little tow bar.
I think he's staying in that all weekend. And he says, hello, 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 as the policeman said to the three-headed alien. Lovely Sarah Simpson has popped in, and she hopes that Peggy's fine and your ears are well.
Oh, thank you, Sarah. This one is well. This one isn't well.
A lovely Chris Perinda Nibbles has popped in too. Sarah says she's from Langley, and her favourite scary movie is Chucky. I think she means Chucky, which is written chunky. But I think she means Chucky. Angela Willis says...
saying we're looking a bit chunky.
Angela Willis says good evening.
Actually, chunky is quite nice to say someone's looking chunky, isn't it?
I get called that all the time.
Chunky. It's like hunky, but chubby.
Chunky but funky. Large and in charge. Our lovely receptionist is in. Good evening, my darling. I wonder what her favourite horror movie is. I'm sure she'll tell us. Margaret Spence says, good evening, hope everybody's well and in good spirits. Andrew Orme, I'd like to say thank you so much to my lovely friend Andrew Orme, who last week sent me the wonderful Peggy Mount book, which I've been... Sassy! I've been looking for and unable to get.
We have a little frame photo of...
Yeah.
We made a frame photo of Peggy Mount. Was it for our video about that...
You're only young twice, yeah.
You're only young twice. But I left it in the frame because I love it so much. She looks so angry in it.
And it's out.
And it's out in our main room. And it's now got a candle in front of it, one of Andrew Jackson's scented candles. But it looks like we have a little shrine to Peggy Mount.
And people like the roof man came in and saw, well, you'd have seen Peggy Mount thinking she's a relative. And not only that, but today in the post, the lovely Andrew Orme sent me John Emmons' book, I'm Free, which I've not read either. So I'm
going to be busy while I'm away, reading all these books.
As I said, he's like my Britannia of books that I get every so often from him. So thank you, darling. They're absolutely wonderful. Where was I?
You're here with Angela Willis.
Angela Willis has scary movies, Carrie, Dirty Pillows. Martin Garton Spence is from Aberdeen. And Halloween, not because it's scary, but it's hilarious. Ian Tushy Wushy.
Tushy!
And his scariest movie is Hulk Hogan's sex tape. Is there one?
I think there is one.
Perinda, our lovely Chris Perinda Nibbles is from Scarborough, and his favourite scary movie is The Shining. Another Shining.
Shining's a good film.
It's a good film, isn't it? It's a good film. From Carol from Aldborough, and it's It. Pennywise the Clown. Lovely Gabs Chassé, hello darling, thank you for your Halloween card. Now I didn't know do we do Halloween cards in England?
I guess they do, but we don't do them really.
Oh, we got a lovely Halloween card from Gabs, didn't we?
Yeah, happy Halloween.
Gabs Chassé.
He says, hope you're better, Jeremy. I was until I read that comment.
He knows your name, he's joking. Mark, mundane person who we chatted to about earlier, is from Sheffield, and his is Rocky Horror.
Oh, Rocky Horror might be mine as well.
Yeah. Joel William Hazeldine, hello darlings. He's from Windsor, Berkshire.
We've mentioned Joel. Joel's popping in on both
barrels.
barrels.
Just give it a repeat conjuring too. Elizabeth R. Woodford from Colchester in Essex. Timmy, hello darlings.
Timmy Alexis Carrington Ward is watching us from her bath. She just sent us a video that she is in the bath.
And Timmy
right
is
now.
releasing, is it on Sunday?
On Sunday, there's a new episode of Here She Is, Timmy's sketch interview show, and her special guest is Michael Praed off of Dynasty, off of Emmerdale, off of Robin of Sherwood, off of MasterChef Celebrity, off of, I think, Aspects of Love with Andrew Lloyd Webber, which Timmy didn't ask him about. I've watched a preview.
We've seen the preview, and it's very, very funny.
And Julie Goodyear fans, you are in for a treat if you watch it, because there is some Julie in there.
I'm just Julie. No.
So Timmy managed to track down Julie Goodyear presenting the National Lottery. There are clips of that in there.
So tune in. Jill Barron says, greetings to all. Lovely Gareth, hello darling, Gareth Webb. Jamie Vegas, another lovely we're going to see at the weekend.
Yes.
Him and his lovely man. And he says anything that's scary to him is anything with Fanny Craddock in it. Lovely Neil Sandwell, hello darlings. We're not seeing Neil at the weekend, are we?
Not seeing Neil at the weekend.
Oh, you'll be missed, darling, you'll be missed. Martin P. Gilchrist, greetings from County Cavan, Ireland. County Cavan.
You're doing that in a Northern Irish voice.
Oh,
Gotta do it, Southern Irish.
Southern Irish. Gilchrist. Sorry.
I can't do Southern Irish, Mr. Byrne. From County Cavan in Ireland.
Elizabeth R. Woodford. She says, hi, I'm Kate Elizabeth Newcomb's mum, watching from Colchester. Blow us a kiss. Just for you, my darling. Steph Work is from Saucy Worcester sauce. Lovely Gareth is popping to say hello. And he sent me a lovely article today about Mae West wigs, which is fascinating. And his scary movie is The Exorcist, without a doubt.
Gabby Chassie's favourite scary movie is Hush Hush New England.
Oh, I don't know.
No Hush Hush Sweet Charlotte.
Oh, that one, yeah. Neil and Lady V from Blackpool. They don't like scary movies. However, he said anything with Amanda Holden is terrifying. Another Amanda Holden, I'm not so upset a fan.
Enemy. Nemesis.
Lovely Jason Brett. Ferris' favourite scary movie is Raw Head Rex from the 1980s.
I
don't know that one.
Don't know. I hope it's camp 1980s horror.
And Gareth said the bit in Exorcist, which is when Reagan comes down to the party and pees himself on the carpet. You're going to die up there.
Gareth Webb is from Dark Clitheroe.
Lovely Karen Robinson is from Maryport. That sounds lovely, doesn't it?
Do you think Maryport's America?
It might be. It sounds a bit like where Angela Lansbury may live.
Oh, Gareth Webb's having a Dubonnet and gin.
Oh, Dubonnet.
That's Queen Mum's favourite tipple, isn't it?
Yeah. Alison Coates. Oh, we've not had her in it for a while,
Look at her popping that in brackets like it's a name drop.
Everybody knows you went to school with Jamie, my darling. Alison's one of our first fans, isn't she?
She is one of our first fans.
She's at home, doesn't have a favourite scary movie, but American Werewolf in London traumatised her. It traumatised everybody.
She says it's why she doesn't like the Tube.
Scary, yeah. Lovely Samantha. Hello, my darling. How are you? And her scariest movie is Carrie, especially at the end. Oh, yeah, the end. No spoilers.
Alex Clark would like us to all be known. Alex is, of course, one of our lovely Welsh boys. Like us to be known that talc has been withdrawn because there's been a link between talc and ovarian.
Modern talc is just scented cornstarch. Oh. Karen Robinson says any old Hammer House of Horror. Yeah, good choice.
And then Karen changes it to Poltergeist.
Lovely Polly from Reception says not really a scary film, but does Scum count?
Don't think so. Scum's
so. It's very.
It's very boy-y, isn't
what's
it?
those films called? Like I can't remember what the word is. Where it's quite
gritty.
Yeah, quite traumatic.
I'm not sure. Catherine Playfair's here. Gabby Chassie says Facebook changed my name to Jeremy for him. Angela Willis says Night of the Living Dead's another good one. Smock Bob's pops in.
Bob.
Spot Bob.
I lavs.
I lavs. And then he says Trog with Joan Crawford. Favourite scary movie.
Give me the child, Trog. Give me the child.
Christopher Brinder says, scariest thing I've ever seen on telly is Tess Daly trying to act sincere on Strictly. Look at his little face. Look at his little face there.
Look at his little face. Look at his little legs dancing.
Steph Work said, favourite scary movie is Night of the Demon. Mary Port's on the coast of West Cumbria, not America. And I think that might be it. Mark Hall says he loves A Nightmare on Elm Street.
No.
Oh, and over here, Chit Chat's been moving on to books, I think.
Really?
Yeah, so...
What are they like in that YouTube room? Onto books?
I'm not sure why they're talking about books, but... so Carl Douglas is here. Carl from Australia. G'day, Carl.
G'day, Carl.
He says it's ridiculously early in the morning here. Haunting of Hill House, the original.
Ooh, yes.
You bloody hunk of spunk, Carl Douglas. Bubbles, forgive me, has just bought the book, rebought, Rivals by Jilly Cooper, because she's been watching the recent
on
TV.
Disney?
Yeah. I'd like to watch that.
Oh, I don't.
Oh, no, I think it's... I love the Jilly Cooper books, because they're campus tits. I read one when I was in Thasos, way back.
Is it like romance and all that?
No, it's like a saucy bonk buster.
Okay.
It's camp as knickers.
Because the thing is, isn't it? The one you really don't like.
Yeah. So that might upset me.
But it's got a good cast, apparently, isn't it?
The Doctor Who I don't like's in it. Danny Dyer's in it, who I do like. So I might be able to watch it. But Bonk Busters, you've never really read them, have you?
No.
Valley of the Dolls,
Not
did
really
you like
my
that?
thing, no. I like dark mysteries and the horror, don't I, really?
Jackie Stallone, have you never read any of the...
I love Bracky.
Jackie Sanangelo? Oh, not Jackie Stallone. Jackie Collins.
Jackie Stallone. My eyes widened then.
Martin Hyde's just popped in, says is that an Arab custom?
Hello, sweetheart. She's busy decorating, isn't she?
She's busy. Yeah, she is.
She's been stripping her ceiling rose.
Lily Law's here.
Hello, darling. Are you coming at the weekend, darling? I think you are.
Lily Law says if he's got any moist crevices, he uses Bisto powder and it saves on spray tans. Bubble says it's really funny and Danny Dyer's ace in it, Rivals.
Really?
I think I'm going to watch it while I'm away.
Yeah, watch it while you're away.
I think you'd like it. I think you would like it. It's really like 1980s cheesy, over the top. He won't be swayed. I offer him things to watch. He doesn't watch them. There's a TV show on BBC Three called Wrecked that I know that he'd like. Not watched.
You keep wanting me to watch
3 minutes
Girls
of it.
5 Ever, whatever that is.
I know that you wouldn't watch Girls 5 Ever.
What's that other one with about 25 series? What's it called that you keep pretending that you're going to like?
Pretty Little Lies.
No.
Tushy Rushworth says, did I not like David Tennant as Doctor Who, Jamie? To be honest, I think his Doctor is by far the most overrated.
Tell him what he reminds you of.
David Tennant reminds me of, you know when you used to find baby birds that had fallen out of the nest and they've not really got any feathers and they've got big kind of
closed blue
eyes and a big beak. David Tennant reminds me of one of those. Always has done. When we went to see the premiere of the League of Gentlemen movie, sitting directly in front of us was Mark Gatiss and David Tennant.
Yeah.
And David Tennant had just come out in Casanova, but I think there was the talkings of him being the next Doctor Who.
Oh, of course, because
and then he was announced. Yeah, he was announced
Gatiss
not
was
long
involved
later.
in all that, wasn't he?
Yeah. Jason Darcy says Ludwig's amazing. Just finished watching that. You won't watch Ludwig either, will you?
Yeah.
I thought you said you wouldn't watch it.
Well, I'm not keen on him, but I like her. What's her name?
Anna Maxwell Martin.
Oh, yes, I like her. She's a good actress.
Perinda says David Tennant rules. No, Perinda. And Jason's just started Mr. Loverman. Shabba. Mr. Loverman's meant to be very good as well.
Is that with
Lenny Beige?
Lenny Beige. Oh, I like Lenny Beige. He's good.
The Duchess agrees with me. Doctor Who. Who was your favourite Doctor Who? Top 3 Doctor Who's. Go for it.
Well, mine was Tom Baker years, so it was him and his jelly babes and his scarf.
You got 3, so number 3 is
not Martin Eccleston.
Christopher Eccleston.
Christopher Eccleston.
Number 2
Martin
is
Eccleston's my lovely friend.
2 is
I don't know. I like the girl. What's her name?
Jodie Whittaker.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Yours. Don't do that middle finger.
Tom Baker. Top 3. Peter Davidson comes in at number 3. Coming in at number 2, Eccleston. Coming in at number 1, Shutigawa.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah. I like him anyway. And I loved him in Sex Education.
I've not seen him.
And I think he's brilliant in it. And I think he's dreamy as can be. It's just not, I don't fancy him, but he's just good looking guy.
Good looking.
Duchess says Troughton, Baker, Eccleston. BG Bear, Baker, Smith, Pertwee.
Tushiroshi, Davidson, Troughton, Capaldi.
I forgot about Capaldi. 7 Network says, I've never seen more than a few minutes of Doctor Who. Then she files her nails and goes back to her chat magazine on reception.
Yeah.
Sandwell say they like David 10-inch best.
I bet it's not 10 inches.
The night has been horrendous. It has been something I've never come across in all my years on this earth.
Lily Law, Capaldi, Pertwee, Baker. Chris Perinda. Okay, they're in the wrong order for me to read them, so I'll try and do them 3 Capaldi, Tennant, 2 Davidson, always his favourite. Mr. Venus, number 3. Mr. Venus has chosen 2 for number 3, which I don't think is allowed.
No, he has to choose.
You have to choose, Mr. Venus.
And because he's
before I announce.
Yeah, he has put Pertwee first.
I won't announce until I see them. 7 Network says Darcy says that Jason has to hand in his gay card if he doesn't like Doctor Who. Is Doctor Who a gay thing?
I don't like it really. It was all right. I mean, the modern stuff. I like the Christopher Eccleston stuff, but after that, I got a little bit bored of it, didn't I?
We've given like Dale Ibbotson. It's like Sophie's Choice for him, and he's just come saying, "I like them all for different reasons." But Tom Baker was my Doctor.
Dale's my favourite Doctor.
Carol Brooks has come in just with 2. Matt Smith, David Tennant.
And Ian Rushitoshi met Capaldi in Hull when he was filming David Copperfield.
Oh, I bet Peter Capaldi is a nice guy. But I don't remember him as Doctor Who at all.
I watched him when I was watching... I watched the whole Helen Mirren Fest while you were away, the Prime Suspect. And he's in one of those. And he plays a trans...
Is he related to Lewis Capaldi? Is that a stupid question?
I don't think they're related.
I think they must be.
Really?
Yeah. Nepo baby. Mr. Venus has come back. He's made his mind up. Number 3, Pertwee. Number 2, McCoy. Number 1, Tom Baker. Heather Crow, Baker, Pertwee, Capaldi. Sarah Simpson simply says, don't like Doctor Who. And Dale Ibbotson has given you a little smiley face. Right, loves, we're going to be back after the break to talk spooky films. And I've got some questions for you all. So we'll be back after this short break.
End the madness.
How?
I don't know. I wish I did. I wish I could put an end to that.
Wow. Talk about sheer terror. Well, what did you think so far? Listen, this side is about to come to an end, but I want you to be sure and flip over to the other side, where the best of Hollywood beckons. I'm going to freshen up a little bit, so I'll see you on the other side. Honey, why don't we get some more wine, more hors d'oeuvres, more everything?
Okay.
Okay.
Great Halloween parties begin at Walgreens. Candy, party decorations, masks, costumes, makeup. Everything you need for Halloween fun now at Walgreens.
For Halloween, Toys R Us doesn't miss a trick, and the prices are a treat. We've got costumes for all Toys R Us kids, even grown-ups, and loads of candy, makeup, masks, and more. Toys R Us will make your Halloween supernatural.
This morning, Billy looked like any other boy, but as the moon rose, he turned into a werewolf. He used new Pa's Halloween makeup kits. His friends did too. Look, Mike's a vampire. Amy's a ghost. Pa's makeup is safer than masks. It never blocks vision, and it's hypoallergenic, too. So watch your kids turn into the creatures they really are with new Pa's Halloween makeup kits.
Next to my big friend, I love the big taste of chocolate in this little Hershey's Kiss.
Hershey's Kisses, the little kiss with the big taste.
Trick or treat! Darn, I knew I should have worn a costume. Yo, Bo Peep, what you got in your bag?
Introducing Roy Rogers' Big Chicken Deal. 2 plump and juicy pieces of fried chicken, hot, crisp fries, and a fresh baked biscuit. Roy Rogers' Big Chicken Deal, just $1.99.
Don't you even think about it.
Make Halloween fun with one-stop shopping at Woolworth or Woolco for your Halloween needs. Costumes from $1.83 to $3.99, like $6 Million Man, Bionic Woman, superheroes, Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, and a new favorite for girls, Holly Hobby. You can get wrapped candies of every kind, bubblegum, lollipops, fun-sized candy bars. Get this Halloween record, sounds to make you shiver, just $1.89. Make Halloween fun and easy. Make just one stop at Woolworth or Woolco.
I think you'll like this house.
Isn't this supposed to be haunted?
Haunted? What an absurd idea. So, I mean, what would a ghost be doing here? Haunted.
David?
No other diet soft drink delivers the real cola taste of 1-calorie Diet Coke, the real one. It's lifting more and more spirits every day.
Just for the taste of it.
The move is on to Diet Coke.
Diet Coke.
Rayovac, Burger King, and Channel 47 want kids to have a bright and safe Halloween. Once again this year, Rayovac is providing free personal kid-size flashlights for use when trick-or-treating Halloween night. These flashlights will light the way to safer rounds of the neighborhoods. To get your flashlight, just come to any Madison Burger King on October 30th and ask for one. No purchase is necessary, and Burger King will give you a special treat bag and a coupon good for the soft drink of your choice. But the supply is limited, so get to Burger King early. And remember, be safe this Halloween. Wear light-colored costumes, be extra careful crossing streets, and ask your parents to check your treats and throw out any unwrapped ones just to be safe. We'll help with free flashlights from Rayovac and a special treat from Burger King just for the asking. It all happens Thursday, October 30th only at the Madison Burger King near you. And happy Halloween from Rayovac, Burger King, and Channel 47.
You must believe me, Count. I didn't know. I did not know. And let the servants do the shopping.
People tend to see red when you serve up anything but what is tomato sauce, because what is never skimp on their special ingredients and top quality tomatoes. Twice the taste and twice as good, because what is means good food.
Hi, I'm back. And so are you. You know, I feel as though I know you. Well, at least we share some of the same tastes. Oh, I'm sorry about the cheese puffs. I ran out. But I still have quiche.
It's beyond belief. It is just beyond belief.
I love watching those adverts.
Did you?
Well, Americans, they really did Halloween, didn't they, when we didn't really do it?
Yeah, do you remember I remember on Roseanne particularly, there was always like a Halloween episode.
Yeah.
And it was like big deal. Like they did their house up proper Halloween-y style.
Because you popped out to see Peggy, but there was a Woolco advert.
Wilco's?
Woolco, American, like Woolworths.
Yeah.
And they had loads of choices for costumes back then.
Were they all a bit weird, though?
Yeah. It was like superheroes.
Oh, did you
we
think...
had bin bags, didn't we? And
did you think the little ghost makeup was shit?
The best makeup for the Pars face makeup was the clown, I thought.
And you said the clown looked like?
Bonnie Langford.
Bonnie Langford.
The worst was the ghost, I think. The ghost girl looked a bit Bobbins. Because you can make that from the Dracula one.
Yeah. Helen says she's looking forward to the Halloween bingo and says her costume's a bit random. So some of you are coming to the Halloween bingo and some of you aren't, but we're looking forward to seeing you there. Our costumes are great. Alan's is amazing. Mine's all right, isn't it?
Yours are great, yeah.
So we've got 2 characters you're going to be meeting on Sunday.
4
characters, 2 characters each.
Looking forward to it. And I mean, if anything goes like last year's was amazing. I mean, the costumes people brought were like amazing. You know.
Do you remember what Helen was last year? She said this year's is a bit random.
She was the boy that threw the frisbee up the electrical.
Helen was the little boy that threw a frisbee into the electrical pylon and got burnt to death.
And she even had the sort of burnt hair that was sticking up in the air. That was amazing.
Heather Crow, we weren't so much Halloween. We made a guy and collected money, fireworks, and a big bonfire.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, that doesn't happen in America.
I've heard or seen that Asda are doing silent fireworks.
Really?
Obviously, not to cause distress to animals. I mean, you think, you think about your cats and dogs in the house, but what about all the poor wildlife? They have to go through all that night of...
Oh, yeah, fireworks night is the annoying, the month leading up to it when everyone's just letting fireworks off. They'll have, it's too noisy for the little dogs.
Peggy didn't like them, does she?
Well, she's deaf now.
Oh, she went here, was she this year?
Is she down there? Let's see if she's down there.
Shall I look for her?
We'll move the cam, try and find her. Alan's operating a little
joystick.
Twist it. Now move it.
Oh, there she is. You see, she's getting a fluffy. She's getting a little winter coat.
But she's gone deaf. She won't hear us now. Andrew Jones, we use turnips instead of a pumpkin. The smell of a pan of top turnip catching on the hob is the smell of my childhood Halloweens.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
were
used
hard to
turnips
carve
as well,
out, weren't they?
Let me see if Lucy said something about turnips.
They were hard to carve out. I remember doing one at my nana's house. Do you like mashed swede?
So Lucy said... oh no, she didn't mention it, but her dad, my lovely uncle Gary, who's no longer with us, Lucy's dad, loved Halloween, and she says, I'll remember that he loved Halloween. So when we stayed once, he told us a really spooky story about a monster that lived in the dingle, which was like the woods behind Lucy's house. And then he went out and hid in the dingle and lit a turnip head and wore it as like a head with a big lock thing on and walked slowly down the garden from the dingle.
God, you'd be traumatised, wouldn't you?
Scary.
And Helen, lovely Helen, put on today on Facebook a little song that was on Words and Pictures. And honestly, Helen, I was obsessed with that song. And today I heard it for the first time in 40-something years. And I'd forgotten about the human mouth bit. It was a cartoon of witches. But there was like a little hole where there was...
the thing with Wordy.
Yeah.
Reception has come and let us know. Classic FM plays special music for doggies on bonfire night so they don't hear all the fireworks. We listened to it one year, didn't we?
Yeah, Darren Bramley told us about that.
I think Darren's friend presents it, who's maybe a loose woman or a GMTV presenter.
And we sent a little message, didn't we, saying thanking her from Peggy.
And Josh says his cats love watching fireworks. He says train your dogs and cats to be okay with fireworks. I think like all the training in the world won't help some dogs because it's just so overwhelming for some dogs.
Yeah, it's bangs and stuff and the smells of smoke.
Ross Morgan. Oh, Ross, I'm sorry to read that. Ross Morgan says, wait till Saturday. My boyfriend left me 6 weeks ago to live with another man, so I'm going to dress up.
Oh, Ross.
Ross, are you coming to our thing on Sunday? Is that when you're going to dress up, or are you just doing a Saturday night, like Wigfield? Dee-dee-da-da-da. Is that Saturday night? Dee-dee-da-da-da?
What is?
Jason Darcy. Dee-dee-da-da-da. Is that Wigfield Saturday night? Let me know. You'll know what I mean exactly. Diddy-da-da-da. Martin Garten Spencer says, everyone needs to see Julie Goodyear discussing being Marlene Dietrich on Stars in Their Eyes. Hilarious. We know the clip, Martin. We adore it. Marlena wouldn't leave
anything
me.
with Julie Goodyear is amazing.
Remember, she said she didn't leave her.
Yeah.
I was stuck with Marlena for many weeks. So Helen says it's bothered her for years, that witch song. But she says, thankfully, the internet was invented, so I could revisit.
I know, but somebody's actually captured it. That's what I'm amazed at.
The lovely Louise Dudman is here, and no, she's come straight in with my dee-dee-da-da-da. She says, yes, Wigfield.
What's
and
Wigfield?
Darcy says it is Wigfield. I think it's the start of the song Saturday Night. Dee-dee-da-da-da.
Pretty baby.
Reception's also come in with that. So I wrote some questions. Now, I'm not a horror fan. Alan's a horror fan.
In fact,
but I'll give you my answers.
I
as
love
well.
horror that much that when I go on Netflix, I've seen them all. I'm like, oh.
Here we go.
There's no new ones.
Right. Everyone can answer this. Best, and you can do horror film or you can do in general, but it's Halloween night. So best female baddie. So best like female horror baddie. Because we all know the best female baddie is obviously Ursa from Superman 2.
Yeah.
But best female baddie. Mine's rubbish, but I'll go with it.
Go on.
Ursula from The Little Mermaid. She's a female baddie. Are there many female baddies in horrors?
Yeah, there are. Me saying gone silent. Bette Davis, Baby Jane. She's bad in that.
Oh, yeah. Tracy 30 said Wicked Witch of the West.
Wicked Witch of the West, yeah.
Louise Dudman said Mama Fratelli.
Oh, yeah.
Joanne Budell says hi from Northern Ireland. Hiya, Joanne. I bet Joanne's from Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Louise Dudman says Mama Fratelli's not strictly horror, but we'll allow her because we love Anne Ramsey. Helen from Hull says That Woman in Misery. Andrew Jones says The Gypsy from Drag Me to Hell.
Oh my God, yeah.
Lucy LaHughes says Mrs. Danvers. What's that?
Drag Me to Hell. She's at the bank.
Lily Law says Nurse Diesel from High Anxiety.
The Grudge.
Josh Spencer says it's not really a horror, but the Winifred Sanders in Hocus Pocus.
Servalan from Blake Seven.
Simon B says The Blair Witch. Oh, The Blair Witch is a good one. Like a good scary baddie. Do you know the ending of the whole of The Blair Witch? I didn't really like. It didn't do it for me. Didn't find it scary. The ending, the last 30 seconds of The Blair Witch lives in there. I found that terrifying. Terrifying that the man was looking in the corner of the room. Terrifying.
I found this Paranormal Activity one's terrifying because I don't like silent things or invisible things, do I?
No.
So if a lamp's swinging, that really I'm like, that creeps me out. But they got a bit daft after a while, didn't they?
Mika says worst female baddie, Rose from Titanic. She says there was definitely room on the door for Jack.
There was enough room on the door.
She wanted rid of Jack. She wanted to take. I would want rid of Jack.
Yeah.
Caroline Ibbotson says turnips were the original jack-o'-lanterns. It's only when the Pilgrim Fathers landed in America that pumpkins started to be used instead.
Yeah, I can't remember when I saw my first pumpkin. It wasn't when I was a kid.
Lee Ludlow says Mrs. Voorhees from Friday the 13th. Over on this side of the room, we're missing them. Louise Dudman said the Ice Queen in Chronicles of Narnia.
A Woman in Black. Oh, yeah, Gabs Chassé. Yeah, she's scary. Bloody hell, she's scary.
Chris Printer says Meryl Streep from Kramer versus Kramer. Joanne Bedell says The Freak from Cell Block H. It looks like you're going to isolation,
Looks
Joanne
like we're making this trip
Bodell.
together, Doc. It's Mary Winter.
Jason Brett says Mia Farrow in Supergirl, 1980s movie. Mia Farrow?
Oh, do you mean, I think he means Faye Dunaway.
Do you mean Faye Dunaway? Mia Farrow's not an horror person in Supergirl, is she?
No, she's in Rosemary's Baby.
Alan, Jason, reception would like to know what's your scariest Hammer House of Horror edition?
Oh,
I wouldn't know any of them.
My scariest is the doppelganger one. Two Faces of Evil with a guy with the nail and the yellow jacket, followed by The House That Bled to Death.
Paul McFarlane says Rose was just the tip of the iceberg. Angelica Houston as the Grand High Witch was terrifying.
Oh, the witches.
Jason Darcy keeps whistling dee-dee-da-da-da. Ingrid Pitt as Countess Dracula. Her out of The Grudge who climbs out of the well, says BG Bear.
Yeah.
Right. So, best male baddie. Best male horror baddie.
I'm going to go with Gary Oldman in Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Well, that's your favourite horror, though, isn't it?
Because he plays sort of Dracula in many forms in that film, and I think he does them so beautifully. As a handsome young man, and also as that old man with the white hairdo.
Right, best baddie, male baddie, villain, horror. For me, Do you know what scares me more than anything is, like, the monster next door? The thought that the person that lives next door to you could have someone kind of locked up in their basement, or dug a little cellar in the garden and have like their kids with kids in there. That terrifies me, that sort of thing. So anything like that scares me a lot.
Toshi Roshi says Frankenfurter. We've got another good female baddie, and that's Cruella de Vil. That's what Caroline says.
Oh yeah, Cruella de Vil's a great baddie.
KTN says John Kramer from the Saw films.
Joe, I really love the film Cruella as well. The prequel to Cruella de Vil. It's got a wicked soundtrack.
Nibble says Michael Myers from Halloween.
Oh yeah.
Freddy Krueger. Paul McFarlane says Freddy Krueger. Tracy says Jack Nicholson in Shining. Yeah, there's a very good baddie in that.
Andrew Jones says Freddy Krueger. I met Robert Englund once in Leningrad. He was lovely. I texted you. I sat near Robert Englund, wasn't I?
Yeah,
The lounge at Los Angeles International LAX. Sweet Dreams, my LAX. Linda Lee Hughes. I loved Klaus Bang in the BBC Dracula. I think that's his name. His name.
Yes, yeah. It was on at Christmas, wasn't it? One year.
Yeah, he's in, Lucy, if you've not watched it, the Stephen Merchant programme called The Outlaws. He plays the big baddie in that. He's good as well.
Joanne Burrell says Darth Vader and Hannibal Lecter.
Mark Mundaman says the bloke who played the Candyman.
Yeah. He's just horror personified, isn't he?
Tushy Rushworth said Frankenfurter. Did we mention that?
No, we didn't mention that.
Do you know who I find quite scary? Scatman Carruthers in The Shining.
Really?
He's not meant to be scary, is he?
No.
Where he looks and goes, "Hey, little kid, I know what you're talking about."
You like ice cream?
But isn't he like them watching like dirty movies in a sort of rank motel at one point?
He's not watching dirty movies. He's just he's trying to save people's lives. The poor guy gets
He's in the sequel to The Shining as well, isn't he? Which was quite good. I must watch that again. Because I watched it and didn't really like it, but actually in hindsight I think it's quite good. Dr. Sleep, I think it's called. Jigsaw from Saw is pretty scary on his little tricycle.
Yeah, he's called Billy the Puppet. No.
Oh, Mika's got a good one. Reverend Henry Kane from Poltergeist.
Hey, little lady.
Simon B's got another good one. Buffalo Bill in Silence of the Lambs. She put the lotion in the basket.
Do you know?
She puts the it puts the lotion in the basket.
Henry Kane would be a great franchise, wouldn't it?
Seven Networks mentioned Nosy Bonk. Oh, he's saying because Joshua Spencer said Jigsaw saw pretty scary, the little puppet on a tricycle. Seven Network thinks he means Nosy Bonk from Jigsaw. Tushy Rushworth says Roger Delgado is the master in Doctor Who.
Delgado.
Do you want a little bit of trivia?
Go on then.
My friend Daisy's dad was the original master in Doctor Who. My friend Daisy's mum was a very famous Doctor Who assistant.
Oh.
I don't know her name. Dale will know. Caroline Johns is my friend Daisy's mum. And
one of my friends...
she was a Doctor Who assistant and she married to the master.
Her husband's dad was the one in the
Dalek in Davros.
Yeah.
Joanne Bodell says Phil Mitchell is one of her favourite baddies. Andrew Jones says the preacher man in Poltergeist.
Oh, little lady.
Kate Yen says Dr. Satan from the House of 100 Corpses. Coral Daff says, God, now I've got Scatman in my head.
Don't have nightmares.
Paul McFarlane says Jigsaw made me go to pieces. Ba-dum-tsh. I'm going to put ba-dum-tishes after all of Paul McFarlane's comments from now on. Okay, next question. Most Bobbins horror baddie. So your most Bobbins horror baddie. Bobbins is rubbish. Who's the most rubbish horror baddie? I think Michael Myers is a bit rubbish.
Oh.
I know he kills a lot of people, but he's a bit clumsy and rubbish, isn't he?
Yeah. Who am I going to go for?
Caroline John Pertwee's assistant. Caroline John played Liz Shaw.
I got a bit bored of Chucky after a bit.
Chucky's a bit
when
rubbish.
Chucky then has a girlfriend, and then Chucky...
Bride of Chucky.
Then Chucky gets melted, and then but Chucky's eyeball becomes another... Or the Amityville thing where they go, the Amityville lamp. There's a film about the Amityville doorknob. Oh, do you know what I mean? When everything gets a little bit far-fetched.
Seven Network said Dolly Clothes Peg, but I don't know what that is. Reception.
Reception, are you all right? You're stuffing your nail varnish
Let's
again.
have a look what's happening.
Patience wearing thin.
Reception. What's going on down there? Josh Spencer says Michael Myers is rubbish. He says we never get to see the crime, just the aftermath boring. Jason Palmer finally says he'd rather have dee-dee-da-da-da after his comments. Boom. Joanne Burdell says Slugworth is a rubbish villain.
Yeah. But he's actually not a villain in
Charlie.
that, is he?
No. Dolly Closepeg was a reply to Jason Darcy. Katie N says Chucky's got a kid.
Oh, I know. Do you know what I mean? It's just the fact that he dies and melts or gets chopped up into bits, but...
Oh, Heather Crow says Robert De Niro's Frankenstein. He's not a baddie.
He does really well.
He's not a baddie. He's just a monster that's been created. He's
love.
like the
Wants to be
victim.
loved.
Dr. Frankenstein's the baddie. Dale's written, yes, Caroline John. And then Caroline's written, Dale, what do you mean? Because he's in Redcar and Caroline's in Bridlington.
Oh, okay.
He's referring to Caroline John, who's my mate Daisy's mum. So her name is Caroline John. And she played Liz Shaw in Doctor Who.
Oh, Martin Sullivan. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, I watched Liz Dawn's house party.
Martin Sullivan, do you follow Ian Lee? Because he mentioned a Martin Sullivan the other day, and I don't think there's that many of you out there.
I watched Liz Dawn's house party. It's a wonder to watch.
We'll watch it. We should do a little watch along.
It's on the YouTube.
Maybe we'll do a Christmas watch along, and we'll put
Yeah.
it on our little screen.
And she's got lots of guests. She just stand up in her own living room without any shoes on. Lily Savage is doing the cooking. What's not to love?
Josh Spencer says Janine Butcher off EastEnders is pretty naff.
Yeah.
Now I think we're going to lose people. Josh Spencer said he's going at 9 because Big Brother's on.
Oh,
so Big
no.
Brother people.
Is that still on?
Off you go. You could watch it on ITVX and click watch live or watch from start and you'll watch it again.
Where live?
Andrew Jones says everybody in Scooby-Doo totally inept, couldn't even fool a bunch of stoner kids. Martin Sullivan says, yes, that was me on Ian Lee. Oh, Martin, I'm a massive Ian Lee fan. And Ian and Catherine are fans of Isolation Creations. Sexiest baddie.
Ooh, now then.
Sexiest baddie, like Aura baddie. Actually, Freddie's rubbish as well. I'd say Freddie's a rubbish baddie.
At first he wasn't, because you hardly saw him. And then when you start seeing him every 5 minutes, he loses his scariness.
Mika says Dexter's a boring baddie. I think Dexter's quite a sexy baddie.
He's quite sexy. I'd have him. Trying to think of... I mean, that's it.
Sexy baddie.
Would you have him?
Well, Gary Oldman as one of them, you'd probably...
Yes, he's quite beautiful. It's the man with the little blue glasses and long hair.
Are there any sexy baddies? Some like serial killers are quite hot.
I mean, some people would say the vampire in all these vampire things, wouldn't they? Like Suki.
Oh, yeah.
But he doesn't do it for me.
Vampire, like Twilight vampires and stuff, but I don't think they're baddies.
No, they're not, are they?
Joanne Bedell says Jamie Dornan in The Fall.
Yeah, he's pretty hot in anything, isn't he?
Yeah, and that's a really good one because he is hot, but he's also definitely a baddie because what he's doing is horrible. Yeah, that's a really good shout. Fall season 1, brilliant. Fall season 2, really good. Fall season 3, bye bye. Heather Crow says the French actor who plays Dracula in the TV version from the 80s. Ian Tush Rushworth says Sir Servalan. Martin Hyde says him. Tom Cruise with an interview with a vampire, says Tracy 30. Patrick Bateman in American Psycho.
Yep.
Lily Law's come up with the ultimate. Fenella Fielding in Carry On Screaming.
Oh, she's sexy.
Definitely sexy.
Yeah.
Jason Darcy says Fred West wasn't hot when I was saying that serial killers are quite hot. Yeah, Fred and Rose weren't hot. Alan Rickman in Robin Hood, says Linda Lee Hughes. Sexy. Yeah, he's quite a sexy
Alan
baddie.
Rickman was quite heartthrob, wasn't he?
Yeah.
A lot of people liked Alan Rickman.
Paul McFarlane says, I'm going to miss you both on Sunday, Alan and Jamie. I'll miss your start quality. Katie N says, you cannot tell me that Jennifer Tilly is not the sexiest woman, or even Sherrie Moon Zombie. I don't know who Sherrie Moon Zombie is, but Jennifer Tilly plays Chucky's Bride of Chucky.
Okay.
But she is in a Woody Allen, I think. She's sexy. Martin Sullivan says, I've got to go, guys. Hope to catch up soon. Sue's in and out. Martin, thank you. Anthony Hopkins in Psycho. Anthony... It's not
Perkins.
It's Anthony Perkins. Andrew Jones. Joanne Bodell says, Joe in You.
Yeah, he's quite handsome.
Oh, yeah, Joe in You. Right, so that's sexiest. Let me have a look. Did I have any other questions? The worst horror film, the most rubbish horror film. So, like, we're talking like Dollhouse of Amityville.
Oh, it's all the Amityville things. I mean, the first Amityville was scary a bit, and then they just got stupid. I mean, the Dollhouse is a Dollhouse.
Mika's come up with a good sexy one.
There's an Amityville clock.
Keith Sutherland, Lost Boys.
Oh yes, oh yeah.
Yeah, rubbish horror films. You've seen loads of rubbish horror films.
Yeah.
Come on.
Loads.
Wishes.
Wishmaster Bobbins.
What about the one Leprechaun?
Stupid. Basket Case.
Is there like a scarecrow one?
There's loads of scarecrows. The Jeepers Creepers is a bit scarecrowy, isn't he? Yeah. I mean the other one, Screams get a bit stupid, don't they?
Oh, I like the Scream movies.
Do they? Do they get a bit daft?
They're like knowingly stupid.
They sort of take the piss out themselves, really, don't they?
Ross Morgan says the new version of It.
Yeah.
I quite like the new version of It. I like the first one anyway. I don't know about the second one. Rubbish horror films. Come on, there must be some. There was one you liked that was a comedy horror, wasn't it?
Oh, Brain Dead.
No.
Peter Jackson's from
Yeah,
Australia.
that's all right. But
that's silly.
National Lampoon's Class Reunion.
Yeah, that's... I think it's got Anne Ramsey in it as the cook.
Jaws 3, says Mika.
Yeah, Jaws.
Is that with
was that the 3D one?
Yeah, is that the one where it's a it's like a water world?
Yeah.
And are they saved by two dolphins that love each other?
I think they are, aren't they? I remember Shredded Wheat have on the back a picture which was 3D and you got 3D glasses in it.
Of Jaws?
Yeah, and it was the sort of the pyramid of people.
Look at you, I thought you were poor as a kid eating shredded wheat.
We had shredded wheat, must be because my sister might have eaten it.
Andrew Jones says Leprechauns in Outer Space. Is that true? Is that a real one?
Honestly, they all went stupid.
Sharknado 3, says Mimi. Jason Darcy says, the interview of a vampire kept making me laugh. It was so camp in parts.
I tell you what, there's a really good horror movie called Evil Aliens.
Yeah, so I'm in a horror film, which is probably a rubbish horror film for a lot of people. And it's called Evil Aliens.
But you saved the world, darling.
Save the world. You can most probably watch it on... It's most probably all on YouTube.
Isn't it?
But it's a full-on film. It's full on.
I tell you what
film.
I do like, which is horror movies, Rosemary's Baby.
We could watch there's a sequel to it, isn't there, that we could watch?
Oh, is it happened? Is it on?
I think so.
Called Apartment something. Apartment.
Yeah. I think we can watch it. Simon B says the Ghosts of Borley Rectory was pretty rubbish.
Ghosts of Borley Rectory.
Pete Potofsky says Pulty Gay. It's about a gay nightclub that burns down, and all of the disco gays come back as ghosts.
It was.
It's straight to video.
It was on Netflix, I think, and I started watching it. It was absolutely awful. It was dreadful.
Oh, Pete, that sounds ace. KTN says 8-Legged Freaks. I laughed so much watching that. Alan wouldn't watch it probably because it's spiders. It's his fear. What's your fear, everyone? What's your phobia?
Well, mine's spiders and invisible things like poltergeists and.
But you're getting better at spiders, aren't you? You're dealing with them a bit better.
Well, I don't ever kill them if they're in the house. If they're bigger than that, they go out. I try and capture them in a spider trap. Then I put them outside. If they're smaller than that, I leave them. And at the moment, there's a our washing line's on a thing that you can pull out.
Oh, I've seen it, a big web.
And I don't have the heart to close the washing line down.
Oh, 'cause it's someone's house.
Yeah, because she's working really hard, and every time the wind blows, some of it breaks away,
and then she builds it again.
And then when I keep letting Peggy out, the security light comes on,
Jason,
and she's worked on it a little bit more.
Jason Darcy agrees with you. Spiders are his and Amanda Holden. Mine are moths. Moths I'm scared of. Birds I'm scared of. So the birds, Tippy Hedren.
Joanne Bedell says spiders and mice. I don't mind mice.
Fast things. Heights, can't stand heights, says Mark Mondeoman.
I don't like heights either.
Oh, here we go. Helen's got a weird phobia, but I can understand it. A close-up picture of an insect's face.
Oh, yeah, they're scary.
Archie Diggins. Oh, Archie Diggins. Flying, or rather the lack of flight whilst flying. Andrew Jones' phobia. Pressure cookers, balloons, anything like that.
Andrew, my mother, had this... God rest her soul. But she had this awful pressure cooker that was so old. And she used to speed up the pressure thing. She used to put it in the Singapore water on it. And I think, God, it's going to blow the house up.
Joel William Hazeldine don't like crane flies, and then he wants to let us know that is AKA Daddy Longlegs.
I'm not keen on them either. September's the
they
month.
were called crane flies.
September's the month for them.
KTN says on unglued lace front, they scare me. Well, you'll be seeing a lot of that on Sunday, Katie.
We don't glue ours down, do we?
Paul McFarlane says, my phobia is no hugs from Alan and Jamie. I'm already shaking.
Oh.
Diddy-da-da-da. Tishy Rushworth, wasps and flying. Forget snakes on a plane. Wasps on a plane would have me clambering for the emergency exit. Sarah Simpson, spiders, mice and snakes.
I don't like snakes either.
Mika, phobia of beige clothing. Right, let's have a little finale, and then we'll be back on the other side of this for anyone who wants to hang out for our lock-in. But those of you who aren't hanging out for the lock-in, thank you for joining us. Thank you for hanging out.
And for those who are coming up the weekend, just to let you know that the House of S&M are open on Saturday night and Friday, because I think some of you are coming Friday. And some of you have always sort of said, oh, I wonder what it's like to eat and drink there. So they're open.
They're open. That's cocktails and nice Thai food.
Thai nibbles. So if you fancy popping in there, give them a look on their Facebook page.
And then the SJT Stephen Joseph Theatre is open from 3 o'clock on Sunday. The Eat Me Cafe, there'll be music, drinks and food. There'll be I think they're doing spooky hot dogs.
Yeah.
And nibbles, and then the show starts at 4.
And if you're coming as a group, must be good to come early to get a table.
Yeah.
Because we are sold out, and we've gone over our limit of tickets, so we've actually released more tickets than...
Yeah, so everyone will be sharing tables, so get there early.
So if you're a group of 4, make sure you get there early, so you're not going to be split up.
So we will say our goodbyes. We're not back next week, or the week after, or the week after, or the week after.
Because you're away in...
I'm in America for the election, and then I'm in China for 2 weeks. So I'm not back for about a month.
So we late November, you'll see.
Late November, we might do a little show,
again.
and then it'll be Christmas shows.
Don't forget us. We'll be trying to put stuff up.
So we'll say goodbye. I'll play a little advert for our Valentine's bingo, and then play a finale, and we'll be back on the other side if you want to hang out with us. Bye.
Well, hello again. It's been a lovely party. A little long, but lovely. Look, I hope you enjoyed yourself. It's been fun. But you know what? I could really use a little more sleep time. Cindy, Jeffrey, why don't you watch your favorite cartoon disc for a little while? Well, I'm going back to sleep. Goodbye, everybody. Now it's your turn to have a party.
When you've got to decide what you should do, You tried and you tried, but it's just no use. Will it be yes? Will it be no? Will it be stop? Will it be go? Well, the answer's there for you to find, if only you can make up your mind.
Make up your mind, make up your mind.
You know you never make up your mind.
Make up your mind, make up your mind.
You see, you'll never make up your mind.
Make up your mind, make up your mind.
You know you'll never make up your mind.
We've got to decide what we must do.
You certainly are.
Should the song be long or short, that we'll sing for you? Should it be high? Should it be low? Should it be fast? Should it be slow? The answer's there for us to find, but only if we make up our minds.
Make up your minds, make up your minds. You see, you'll never make up your minds. Make up your minds, make up your minds. You know you'll never make up your minds. Make up your minds, make up your minds. You know you'll never make up your minds. Make up, make up, make up your minds. You know you'll never make up your minds. Make up, make up, make up your minds. You know you'll never make.
The night has been horrendous. It has been something I've never come across in all my years on this earth.
Did anybody know who the singer was?
Yeah, it came through. Lily Law. Vince Hill. Don't know who Vince Hill is.
I've heard him sing.
Seven Network thought it was Rod, Jane and Christopher, a.k.a. Christopher Lillycrap, but I think that's Freddie. I think they just all had haircuts. Lily Law said there were some beautifully pressed Farrah slacks in that.
Jane was really starstruck, wasn't she?
Jane with Vince Hill?
Yeah.
Do you think she was?
Yeah. Oh my God.
What were we most upset about?
The black strip in the rainbow.
Yeah, they'd put black in their rainbow.
Wasn't good.
Wonder if that's a sign of devil.
Halloween.
Right. We've had it been known that on the 11th of the 11th, it's a very special day for Reception, Jason Rigby and Neil Sandwell. So you will get
they
a
share the same
special
birthday.
Happy birthday to you. 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 Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Where are you? Where are you? Let's be having you.
You got the Bollywood song, Cilla Black, and
Let's
also
be having you.
The rarely seen Delia Smith clip.
Do you think she has a restaurant? She has a restaurant in that football ground, doesn't she?
I think she owns the club, doesn't she?
Yeah, but I'm sure there's a restaurant that she owns.
Delia's restaurant?
Yeah, I'm sure of it.
Do you remember her show when there was a cat always a bit freaked off in her garden?
Yeah, like laying eggs on a picnic table. Do you remember a little cheat cooking program where she used to cheat?
Yeah, where she did frozen mashed potato and people were livid.
She got right slagging off.
Do you remember she did a program where it was just she brought out a whole book called Eggs?
She did, yeah.
Delia's How to Cook Eggs.
To make us fall in love with eggs again.
Pete Potofsky says Delia's hilarious. That's the only Delia I've got at my fingertips.
That's all we
Where
want.
are you? Where are you? Let's be having you.
Patience wearing thin.
Pete, do you know who that is? Do you know who this is, Pete?
Patience wearing thin.
She's called the Fairy Job Mother. I think there might only be one series of it, but it's worth looking it up. It's on most episodes are on YouTube.
I watched when James was away this week. Does people remember the reality show where these 6 people who were on the dole were given
Like a suitcase of 80 grand or something.
£26,000.
So all of their benefits for a year.
Yeah, which included their dole, their housing tax, house tax, council tax, and so they're giving it in one go, and so like you've got to sign off the dole. Here's 26 grand. Now let it work for you. Make a.
Doesn't someone build like some like exotic animal thing in their back garden?
I didn't really watch, but I watched the one from Hull, the little guy. I think it was called. What was he called? He was Tony, and his girlfriend or partner, and the first thing he said to his son was like, "Right, what do you want? Do you want a PlayStation? Do you want to go out and buy some a PlayStation?" And I thought, "Oh my God, it's going to start. They're going to just start
sell it all or nothing."
But they did. They worked out a little business. He couldn't drive, so he learned how to drive, and he bought a van, and he ended up doing car boot sales. But sadly, he died a few years ago.
Oh, bless him.
So it was lovely to watch all that, and someone's put all his bits together.
Do you know what I must find is when Fergie goes and lives in a council estate.
I want to find
council
that.
house in Hull.
I can't find it. She does one where she goes to Manchester about diet, to help people with their diet.
There's so many things we've got to find.
I need to find the whole one because she lives literally about 2 minutes away from where my dad lives.
And we need to find Live Time with Julie Goodyear.
Yeah. And the Chawners when they try and lose weight.
Anyway, we have got something to watch with you all, so let's have a watch of this.
Comedy not for the faint-hearted. Frankie Boyle's Tramadol Nights continues tomorrow night at 10. Right now, tabletop dramas in a Come Dine With Me Coronation Street special.
Oh! 4 cherished Corrie characters.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I've never seen anything like it.
Throwing 4 very different dinner parties.
There you go, put your feet in.
And scoring each other to win £1,000.
So, question is, do you just want to watch Julie's episode?
Yeah.
We don't want to watch all, because it's a long programme. Let's
I remember
fast
Des
forward.
Barnes and Reg.
Let's see her enter someone's house.
There's nothing better than sitting to a beautiful woman.
He's a perv, isn't he?
Yeah, keep moving to
He's just a
Billy.
bit weird, isn't he?
10
Didn't he do
times better
like
in
double
fashion
glazing
than
window adverts after he left Corrie?
And you've lost weight.
And she was quite in Corrie for quite a while. Did she work in the factory?
I don't know, she's a bit Mel B, isn't she?
Yeah.
Saved by the bell. Next in
Oh
is
no, we don't
former
want
Corrie
Julie, not
Casanova.
him.
Oh, there she is.
Here she is.
I'm loving this sort of double carnation in her
I was going to say, I didn't
ear.
even know you were in it. Is that 6 months ago? Wasn't it? Yeah.
Whose house is that?
She's young enough to be your
Meant to be
granddaughter.
Ken Morley's.
Ah, okay.
Unlike guest number 3, the nation's favourite landlady, Julie.
Ooh,
So staged. Walk, walk, walk. Stop. Camera's focused on me. Go with it, Julie.
She's brought wine and roses.
And she's worn like full leopard top to toe.
Yes.
BG Bear says it's safe style windows.
Yeah.
And Pete Potowski says pals. Pals. They were never pals.
Do you think he's pleased to see her?
Julie!
Kenny!
Come here to mirror. Oh, darling, you shouldn't have.
I wanted to. You haven't changed one iota.
So she'll know him, won't she?
Yeah, from Corrie.
She'll know Des Barnes.
Yeah.
But she won't know the girl, will she?
She won't know the young girl, I don't think. Unless the young girl was in it when she made a comeback, but I don't think she was.
Thank you so much.
It looks
for
like
inviting
she's genuine
me.
there, that she hasn't seen him for
Can I
years.
just perhaps just again?
That's enough.
Oh, he's got one of
Far
those like,
too
real
much,
fashioned
more
houses,
like.
hasn't he, as well, with all the little plates on them.
Oh, excuse
Is it a caravan?
To the future.
Oh, God. No.
Oh, pack it in, Ken.
What did Des Barnes do after Corrie? Was he in anything?
Don't think so.
Was he not in the bill or anything like
Right,
that?
should we go forward and see?
Yeah.
Right, let's keep going. Julie's is the last week. Do you want to see Julie put her feet in that thing?
Not really. I want to see what Julie cooks, or has cooked, or has somebody cooked for her.
Okay, this is Julie. Julie's is the last night.
And I would imagine it's not her house. Do you think she's rented?
No, it's never their house. It's always like
No.
bought by someone.
It's day 4, and time for a spot of Rover's return style hospitality from...
Because Julie lives on a farm, doesn't she? She doesn't live there.
She lives in a posh house on a farm, doesn't she? Not to land, or
Julie,
used to.
she's hoping to upstage her rivals with the help of a mansion she's borrowed for the occasion.
A mansion she's borrowed for the occasion.
Yeah.
The pressure, I know, is on me because, you know, some of the standards this week have been very high.
I'm loving the tea towel on the shoulder here.
Yeah, has anyone fit that wig?
But as ever, there's one man to keep in check.
They make him walk around the
He's
co-op.
dribbled, I've been spat at, and he's farted.
Well, I've had one or two comments about my behaviour, but it's quite normal by my standards.
My patience is where...
Andrew Jones says he thinks Reg but probably smells of Kouros and Murray mints.
Wearing thin.
Maybe with the one or two surprises I've got planned for Kenny tonight, hopefully he'll be kept in check.
Dale says that Des Barnes was in Where the Heart Is, and he met him when he was an extra in it.
Yes, he was in that.
Andrew Jones says, "Hey Duck, can I borrow your mansion?" Tupeli Dorgu, Kelly Crabtree joined Corrie in 2004.
Oh, okay.
Only if one of them's a straitjacket and the other's a gag. For main course, Julie's making marinated pork ribs with asparagus and new potatoes.
Hope they all like pork.
She actually makes it.
Yeah, I thought she got somebody in to make it for her, but she's doing it out herself.
Not great with ribs, though.
I'm not that keen on barbecued sauce, so I'll see what she marinates them in.
Was he sexy in the day?
I didn't.
But was he meant to be in it?
No, he was meant to be yuppie, wasn't he? Him and what was his wife called?
I don't know. She's from Big Train, and she wrote Scott and Bailey.
Yeah.
Look, Phil, it's barbecue sauce with a dash of cream and brandy.
That is looking good.
Julie leaves the ribs to marinate. Next, she starts work on dessert. Chocolate pots.
Good girl.
Bit heavy after marinated pork ribs.
I don't know what that consists of or how big the pot is.
Well, a wild guess says it consists of chocolate. Julie takes a hammer to dark chocolate. Now mind your fingers.
See what she's put on the hammer.
Does she? No.
Cling film, so you know.
Does she need to hammer it?
No, it just snap. It's it looks like it's that one that's snappable.
Oh. Jumping chocolate.
Peeps obviously says it was Steph
Barnes.
Adding egg yolks, brandy, and butter.
Did you blow up on a boat?
Do you remember when I was draining some chickpeas last week and I asked you if you wanted the water for me to make some vegan chocolate puddings?
No.
Blend that in very, very smoothly.
Finally, she pops the pots in the fridge to chill. And it's on to the starter.
That's very JG, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very dated as well.
Avocado prawn cocktail with caviar.
Yeah.
Des and Steph were yuppies. They were brought in as yuppies.
Avocado and prawn cocktail with caviar.
And Phyllis was their cleaner.
Was she?
I knew the caviar would be in, and you go.
Because you don't rush out doing buy a bucket of caviar every night of the week. You know.
Well, this is Julie Goodyear. She makes a cocktail sauce from salad cream, ketchup, and pepper.
Salad cream? I thought you used mayonnaise, don't you?
She adds prawns, then the sauce to an avocado, and tops with a spoonful of caviar.
I hope she's picked out that little poo shoot.
Oh, for the prawns. That's
Caviar.
caviar eggs.
Quite simple, really, but
Or caviar.
delicious.
You love a bit of caviar,
All
don't
that
you?
remains is
Got
for
a
Julie
taste.
to put the pork ribs in to slow cook.
I might tell Martin.
I think I've done as much prepping as I
Christmas.
possibly can in the kitchen for the moment. I want to now concentrate on my guests and make sure that, shall we say, my helper is in place and happy and knows exactly what to do.
Helper? Crikey, he's wearing...
She's got a butler in the buff and she's oiled him up.
Is that a tattoo on his shoulder?
Yeah. Tribal tattoos. He better not sit on any of that mansion furniture.
No, ruin it. I'll have the little cuffs.
Jason says Ritz Crackamole springs to mind. What's that from? Crackamole. Jason, what's that from? I know it, but I can't think
Is it
what
from
it's
the Royal Family?
Pants made from one of Julie's blouses.
No.
It's girls' night out, so please wear something saucy. I hope this isn't on Ken's menu.
Does
It's a girls'
Ken Morley
night,
come
so
dressed as
gentlemen,
Frankenfurter or
please
something?
come
No,
dressed
he's
as
got a
ladies.
ginger wig on. I think Des Barnes dragged it up.
In drag? By Mistress Julie?
Now it's my turn.
I'm scared. One quick transformation later, and the mistress of the manor is all set to welcome her guests. First to enter Julie's domain, Tupele.
The door.
Yes, mistress.
Is it just me that thinks this is a bit weird?
Always in flip-flops.
Oh no, Tupele does as well.
Crackamole's Beau Beaumont in the Victoria Woods Christmas special.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
I think she even says it to Delia.
As soon as I saw him, I thought, okay, you know, Julie's going to put on a show.
Isn't she?
Hello. She's the lady of the house. She's not going to open the
Is he in
the
flip-flops,
door.
Butler in the buff?
Evidently.
Looking forward to the evening.
Yes, I am. Good. Cheers.
Oh, did you see there's a cushion that's a beige Union Jack?
No.
Do you remember everything on Union Jacks at one point?
Cheers, you may go now, Dave.
Oh, he is in
Next
drag.
to arrive is Ken, dressed as... Well, I have absolutely no idea.
Spice.
Limey's finally rendered speechless.
Do come in. How we doing? A glass of champagne.
Oh.
Please,
Oh, no,
furniture.
no.
Ah, nice shoes, Ken. Special.
Wouldn't you just feel dead awkward if you were there?
Yeah, you wouldn't.
You'd be like, the joke was like, there'd be like 30 seconds of joke and then you'd be just uncomfortable.
They all wear these in Wigan.
If I imagined him as a woman, it's not going to be that.
Well, you haven't seen Phil yet. Or is it Bet Lynch's long-lost sister?
That's...
Is he dressed as her?
When we do our private hires, sometimes blokes come in drag to our private hires. They look a bit like that, don't they?
I mean, to be fair, the one guy looked really good, didn't he?
He looks a bit like that.
He did, but he looked good.
Phyllis. Hello, cock. Come in.
Oh, suits you, sir.
Oh, watch it. Hey! Oh, gee.
Do you think Bet knew he was trying to be her?
Must probably. She must be quite like the idea.
He did remind me of my grandmother. Slightly unshaven, but with a leer. So much like my own mother.
This is wrong on so many levels.
Could I have it on the other side?
Do you know, we watched this, but I can't remember this, can you?
No, I can't remember it being like this.
strange.
She's just
She looks like
uncomfortable,
a
isn't
startled
she?
rabbit.
It's one of those things where it was all crammed into an hour.
Yeah.
All four of them.
Sauce.
There we have it. Marinated pork rib.
It's the right inanimate
Do you think
food,
she
isn't
actually
it?
cooked it?
Look at the potatoes.
Think she cooked it?
No.
Bon appetit, everybody.
Eyes front, Ken.
Is that meat cooked nicely?
Oh, yes.
Do you remember the Kim Woodburn one?
Oh, yeah. I tried to find it, but I found this one instead.
She makes like a bird's trifle.
Should we see how Julie does?
Win the
Think she
£1,000 cash prize for
No, I
charity.
bet not.
The most entertaining factor was Julie, and for that reason alone, I love her. I'll give Julie a 7.
I've had an interesting evening, a mixture of some good and maybe not so good things. The food was okay, so I'm going to give her a 7.
And tonight?
She gets
I'm going
three.
to give
Oh
my
no,
friend
3
Julie
7s should be 21.
7.
Oh.
Do you think it's for charity?
It will be.
Oh, listen to the sound effects.
4th, Ken.
Well done.
3rd,
Well, them sofas are never going to be the same with them sitting in their bills on that, are they?
Now you get them clean, wouldn't you, or replaced?
Julie.
I bet Morley's not clean.
Second, Tupele. Which means the first place is Phyllis.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh.
He's well deserved. It's been a lot of fun, and I've really enjoyed spending the week with him. So.
Andrew Jones says there's one with Margie Clark and Chrissy Roch.
I think I remember it.
I love Margie Clark.
I like Chrissy Roch.
All right, loves. We should get going, I think. My energy's dipping.
Yeah, she needs medication. Also, we'll see you in a month. I mean, if Jamie's up for it, we might be able to pop up on a ad hoc night if you're here.
Ad hoc.
Looking forward to some of you want to see you at the weekend.
Yeah, we're going to see some of you on Sunday. So, like I said, doors open at 3 o'clock and then the show starts at 4 o'clock. It's about 2 hours long, probably.
And we normally have a little drinky afterwards.
Yeah, we go to Wetherspoons afterwards. So, we'll probably see a lot of you there when we've got out of our maquillage.
So, have a lovely month. And take care, everybody. And pop over to Stuart As a Natter and have a look at his Christmas appeal. And keep sending us messages and stuff. We're still around. And we'll keep popping up bits and pieces to keep you entertained.
All right, loves.
Speak to you soon, my darlings.
See you.
Bye.
You want to hear something really wicked?
It doesn't matter to me if you're far away. It doesn't